Forget iOS 19, Apple's about to announce the most massive software rebranding in history at their upcoming WWDC event in just a few days from today, completely overhauling all of their software naming by skipping from iOS 18 straight to iOS 26. And this crazy rebrand is happening to every single OS, including iPadOS, macOS, watchOS, tvOS, and VisionOS, all skipping to 26. And yes, there are multiple sources claiming that iOS 26 has been found within Apple's beta code, so it's not just an empty rumor. So in this video, I'm gonna explain why Apple waited until this specific year to make this change happen, because it's actually more exciting than you think, and it has huge implications for a potential iPhone naming rebrand. And of course, I'll also share the most exciting leaks from iOS 26 as well as the other OSs. But first, if you're wondering why it's gonna be iOS 26 instead of 25 to match this 2025 year, well, there are two good reasons. Number one is that the official release date of iOS and the others only happen in September or later, which only leaves about 3 months of real-world use. And number two is that on January 1st, 2026, iOS 25 would instantly feel outdated and old, so it makes sense to front-run the name to iOS 26 so it feels fresh all the way up to iOS 27 next year, which, yes, Mark Gurman has confirmed that this naming scheme will continue year after year. Now, jumping straight into why Apple waited until this year to rebrand all of their operating systems to the same 26-year branding, there are three great reasons for it. Number one is that Apple wants to make a huge deal of this, creating a huge marketing buzz campaign in social media to gain as much attention and hype as possible, which it honestly already has, since basically every tech journalist and Apple enthusiast has already reacted to this on X. And why? Well, I think it's because there has recently been a lot of negativity against Apple's iOS software, their underperformance in terms of AI with a failed Apple Intelligence launch, and against Apple in general, with many people being disappointed in Apple's lack of innovation. So Apple needs to do something big and do it fast. And that's exactly what brings us to reason number two, which is an actual massive design overhaul. A couple of months back, we had huge leaks from Mark Gurman claiming that Apple is preparing the biggest iOS redesign since iOS 7 in 2013. That's 12 years ago. And this redesign is supposed to be based on Apple's VisionOS with glass-like UI elements that are transparent and more modern and futuristic looking. John Prosser also revealed a bunch of renders of what this could look like across different apps, and same with Concept Central, showing off some awesome looking renders of apps like the camera app with the new design elements. And Mark also mentioned that those new glass-like design elements are supposed to be showing up on every single Apple operating system this year, basically unifying all of them so they all look and feel the same. So it only makes sense that they share the same branding with the number 26. And finally, reason number three is the one that basically seals the deal for me. But first, our channel sponsor Dreame came out with an upgraded handheld wet and dry vacuum that comes with a feature that has revolutionized floor cleaning forever. Say hello to the H15 Pro Heat, which uses 85 degrees Celsius clean water, making sure that tough, oily, and dry stains are cleaned up really quickly, essentially disinfecting your hard floors. On top of that, its chassis is able to lay completely flat, letting you get into hard-to-reach areas like under chairs and cabinets. What's also new is this genius robotic arm that goes down automatically, letting you get close to baseboards by squeegeeing water and debris back into the brush, which is pretty cool. And with the help of 22,000 PAs of suction, it picks up dust and dirt exceptionally well, making the H15 Pro Heat a great solution for my family, ensuring that my floors are extra clean thanks to its awesome hot water feature. So go ahead and order one for yourself by using the links in the description and pinned comment below. Now jumping back into reason number 3 for why Apple waited until this year to rebrand all of their operating systems to the number 26, well, honestly, the various different operating systems are just getting so confusing. We have iOS, iPadOS, and tvOS on the same number 18 right now, but macOS is on 15, which to a regular consumer might be very confusing as they might be searching for macOS 19 leaks, which I honestly have accidentally done pretty recently, and I'm a tech YouTuber, not a regular consumer. Even worse, the current watchOS is on number 11, which seems to be a few generations behind, but it's not, it's new. But the most confusing one is VisionOS, which is currently on number 2, and we were expecting it to switch to number 3, so it's a massive cluster. But wait, we actually have rumors of a brand new operating system getting revealed at either this WWDC or next year, which is HomeOS, to go along with Apple's brand new upcoming HomePad device, which is supposed to be a hub that controls all of your smart devices. So because of that, Apple had to rebrand everything to make it much easier for regular consumers to understand and look up, especially if everything will now have this same glass-like UI and design. And now that Apple is rebranding their operating systems, it might actually be the perfect time to rebrand their iPhones and get rid of the number. Why? Well, here are 3 reasons for that. Number 1 is that the number 17 just doesn't sound good. It doesn't roll off the tongue and requires too much effort to say. iPhone 17 Pro Max, come on. Number 2 is that Apple recently rebranded the iPad to ditch the number scheme, and now it's called iPad A16, relying on the chip name. And number 3 is that we're expecting the iPhone Air to come this year, a brand new model for the first time in years, and we've had rumors of Apple rebranding the Pro Max to the Ultra. So this is the perfect opportunity to ditch the numbers since each iPhone now has its own name for the first time ever. You have the iPhone Air, the iPhone Pro, and iPhone Ultra, and Apple will simply write A19 and A19 Pro in parentheses, or just 2025 for each model. So now with that all out of the way, let me finish off with the most exciting software leaks that we're expecting here in the next few days at WWDC. First off, iOS is gonna get a brand new AI-based battery management feature, which I'm personally really excited about. On top of that, iPhones with a USB-C port are gonna be getting Stage Manager, just like we have on the current iPad, so it's gonna make multitasking a lot better. CarPlay is getting a bunch of new accessibility upgrades, including larger text and noise detection for people with hearing problems. VisionOS is gonna get a brand new eye detection scrolling feature, so no more having to use your fingers like this to scroll. iPadOS is gonna be getting new features that will work much more like macOS, finally. And I'm personally hoping for Finder to make its way to iPadOS, and we're expecting much better multitasking and hopefully better external display, like upgrades to the refresh rate support, so 120 Hertz, please. WatchOS is gonna be getting a brand new AI-powered health coaching feature that's gonna be catered to all of your personal metrics, which has huge potential. And tvOS is gonna get a massive redesign to match the rest of the operating system, so it's gonna look a lot nicer and hopefully better and more reliable. And finally, macOS is also getting that full redesign, so it's gonna look way different compared to what it looks like right now. And there's also gonna be a brand new dedicated gaming app, according to Mark Gurman, which I guess is also gonna be available on the other operating systems, so that'll help encourage gaming. So with that said, let me know your thoughts on iOS 26 and this new rebrand, as well as the feature you want to see the most at WWDC down in the comment section below. Definitely subscribe for more videos like this one. Check out one of those 2 right there, and we'll see you in the next video.